Hello, everyone. For my topic today, I'm going to be talking about the different barriers in effectively listening to a speaker. So, to begin, there's anticipating what you or what the speaker is going to say. So, when listening to a speaker, many people like to, plan what they're going to say in response. And when doing this, you don't really listen to fully what the speaker is going to say. And because of this, you miss important points that they might say that you kind of just go over because of this. And also, people tend to think that they know what the speaker is going to say. And because of this, they also can't, they don't pay more attention to what they actually will say because you think you already know, what they're going to say in the future. Aside from that, there's also judging, which I feel like this is one that's very big for me and for people around me, just like my overall friends, which is kind of like when somebody is speaking, you pay attention to the small mistakes that they have, whether this be like a mispronunciation or they just overall stutter or something, and because of that, they kind of jump on that instead of listening to their main points and just jutting over if they have a mispronunciation, which I feel like a lot of people now and especially the people that I talk to have a problem with doing that. And one that's more prevalent just overall in America is emotionally reacting to something. So, especially when it comes to political views or just controversial topics, a lot of people let their emotions take over. And when they hear something, they are just filled with their emotions and they don't really have a logical sense of listening or reasoning when after they hear something that kind of triggers an emotional, reaction. And there's also just overall distractions. So this kind of be just go into an environment where you have the least amount of distractions. So turning off a TV, switching your phone from to silence or something, just anything to reduce the distractions that you have in your environment so that you can pay attention better in the person that is speaking. And then the last one would be just overall taking notes, which for me, I feel like this is kind of difficult because when taking notes, you have to kind of find a perfect balance of jotting down the main points and the key ideas, but not writing too much. Because when you start to write too much, you either kind of you just aren't paying attention anymore because you're trying to jot down everything, or you're just overall you're not paying attention. But if you're not getting enough notes down, then when you look back on it, you kind of get confused and you just overall the notes just don't help you overall. So it seems like more of a waste of time, which I have a strong struggle with overall, especially in school. That's why sometimes when teachers teach a different way, I like to have physically the PowerPoint in front of me just so I can, look at the PowerPoint, jot down the main ideas, and then listen to what the teacher has to say. But overall, for me, I feel like this can help. Just these barriers overall, just knowing them can help several people and listening better because at least for me, when looking at these topics, I can recall several times when I make this mistake where I sit next to my friend when I'm looking at a speech or listening to a speaker and we kind of just goof off instead of paying attention. Or I know that there's been several times when I hear someone mispronounce it and I'm just it kind of drags my attention away. So I feel like if people can narrow that down to where they can notice these barriers and ignore them, they can listen better when listening to a speech or just listening to casual conversation on their daily life. So, thank you.